studio with me. I'm joined by the Acting Secretary General of KNUT, that's Mr. Mudzo Nzili. A quick question for me, Mr. Mudzo.
Yes.
24 days ago, a deal was given for 11 billion commuter allowance.
Yeah.
You refused that deal, you called it inferior. 24 days later, after children have lost so much, you went and signed that deal without even a full stop being added to it. Was this strike that pointless?
It was not pointless, but you have to weigh options at a certain given time. The situation demanded that we accept whatever we had been given, although it was not as expected, and then prepare for fresh negotiations.
Why didn't you accept this 24 days ago? Because this was offered 24 days ago.
Definitely, we were still pressing on to get a better deal.
So what changed?
When the schools were abruptly closed and there was eminent division between primary and secondary schools, and we didn't want teachers of Kenya to be divided in grades. So we decided, look, gentlemen, let us not stay divided. Let us come together. Let us call off the strike.
So point is, I'm trying to follow your argument.
Yes.
Point is, 24 days ago,
Yeah.
11 billion was offered.
Yes.
You refused.
Yes.
24 days has gone past. Children have lost time. Teachers have not been paid their June salary. That strike was pointless.
It was not pointless. You know, when you are pursuing something and you reach a dead end, you have to retreat to strategize.
Would you tell teachers tonight that that was an ill-advised strike and you have beaten a tactical retreat?
No, I will tell them that was a well-planned strike, but the situation then demanded that we call it off at that particular time to strategize and see how to renegotiate other issues on the same line.
So I must ask you then, 24 days later, what have you achieved from that perspective? What have you achieved out of this?
Definitely, we have not achieved as we wanted to achieve, because we want house allowance to be paid, we wanted commuter allowance to be paid all at once, we wanted medical allowance
so
to be paid.
you've not done what you're supposed to do for teachers.
We have not achieved.
Yes. So
Because
you failed. You failed in this attempt.
The teachers are not happy, we are not happy. That's why we were still pressing on.
So the question is, you failed. Would you agree you failed?
The question is, we did not achieve.
You failed, Mr. Mudzo Nzili.
We did not achieve. That is what we are talking about. We did not fail, but we did not achieve the maximum of what we wanted.
So for the students, I mean, that we've seen from Richard in a story,
Yes.
they've lost time. They have exams to come through, and public institutions have been out of school. What would you tell students who have just suffered out of this attempt that was clearly not well thought out?
The government must seize this opportunity when teachers have gone back to work to not.
But it's no longer in your hands.
Wait, the government must seize this opportunity for the education sector. They should not stop. They should stop playing games. Children must be allowed to be taught. So the government must rethink its strategy of closing schools when the teachers are
Final question for me.
Yes.
You're going to go back to renegotiate and find other deals. You've not achieved anything out of this. Why should teachers listen to you anymore?
Commuter allowance is an achievement.
But Coopet signed that deal. You said it's an inferior deal. It's very useless.
The reason is commuter allowance of 11 billion was divided into 3 phases. We didn't want that. We were pushing.
You only got 2 phases.
Commuter allowance, yes, to be paid on 2 phases within 12 months. That is an achievement.
Mr. Mudzo Nzili, we need to find time to speak more about this. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I hope teachers will listen to you next time when you call for a strike.
They will.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we've been talking to Mr. Mudzo Nzili, who's the Acting Secretary General of the Kenya National Union of Teachers. Now,